Hello and happy Sunday. I am going to do a really quick look. My niece has a recital today and I am running a little bit late, or I started to do my makeup, I guess I'll say a little later than expected. So we're going to get right into this video. I am still using my e.l.f. brow lift to lay down my brows with, and I just apply it with a spoolie, and once it dries down enough to my liking, I go back and then clean out or clean off any extra or residual product from my face with alcohol. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're trying your best to shape your brows in the direction that you would have them to go. As you can see, my eyebrows are not relatives at all. One is more curvier or oval than the other one. So I have to try to make them look like cousins at least. So I am going to go in with this Pond's moisturizer. This is the lighter one. I normally go in with the one that's in the blue container or darker blue container, but lately I've been using this one. And this one to me just has a little bit lighter scent than the other one. Then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Power Grip. For me, this is a substitution for the Hydro Grip. And the eyebrow pencil that I am using is the Wet n Wild Simmer Brown Now. It's been hard for me to find these, but I have been able to get them at Five Below. And as my concealer, I am using Sephora's Best Skin Ever. And for my concealer, I use it to clean up my brow, of course. And then I'm also going to use this as my eyeshadow base. The palette that I've chosen to use today is the Rebellious Nude from Color Rain. I bought this some time ago on clearance, I think. And I pull this palette a lot because of the neutral tones that it has. The powdered eyeshadows are really soft to me, and I don't really have any issues when I'm applying them to my eyes. So the first shade that I decided to go with, it looks like a burnt orange on camera, but it's actually a brown. And I think the shade is What Rules. So I am just tapping that product. And then once I put the product in the places where I want it to go, I go in and make sure that I am cleaning around those edges to make sure that there's no harsh lines, no sparse or patchy areas on my eyelid. Excuse me. And then, as always, I wanted to go in with a darker shade in those outer corners. And for me, I just personally like the way that that darker shade looks on my eyes. And also when I'm applying a full face of makeup, I think that once I put the concealer there, it makes it appear to be a little bit more lifted in that area as well. And these are just some tricks that I learned on my own that are my preference to do. Once you start to play around with your makeup, you'll find some things that you're most comfortable with. It may not necessarily be a makeup technique, quote unquote, but it may just be something that works for you. So because I also went in with a black shade, I want to make sure that that black shade doesn't go on too hard, or that I'm putting too much on there. I just want it to be a subtle look of the black, or like a subtle smoky look towards the outer parts of my eye. So that's why you see me going back and forth trying to make sure that it's blended out as much as possible, or as much as I would like for it to be. And I especially like to put the smoky shadows on the outer corners when I am wearing lashes. So I found that when I am crunched for time, or I'm trying to just do like a basic look, I normally omit things that would take me a little bit longer. For example, lashes. If I am going out to maybe say a club or out with my family, out with the girls, I may put on lashes. But if it's something where I know I'm going right out to come back, I may just opt to put the mascara on my natural lashes. I chose to do the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and the shade that I'm using is Mocha. This foundation can be found at Target. You can get it at Walmart or any local beauty supply. It's very inexpensive. It doesn't feel heavy on my face, and I don't have a problem with me sweating through this makeup. So what I'm doing right now is just making sure that the places where I am putting foundation are well blended. And another suggestion would be, if you know that you're wearing a top that's going to be close to your neck, it's not one of the lower hanging tops, then I would not suggest you putting the foundation underneath your chin. If you choose to do so, you want to make sure that you're very careful when putting on garments, especially if they're lightly colored, because you don't want your makeup to apply there, or you want to make sure that your makeup is well set before you do that. So I did use the same concealer underneath my eyes, which is the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I'm now going in with my Sephora, I think the shade is Molasses. And that's the shade that I like to line my lips with. And this mascara is one that I purchased from Shop Miss A. I think it was like $2. And I think that it is vegan free. It also is one that is supposed to be like a volume booster mascara. So I think the brand is AOA, but I got it from Shop Miss A online. So I just set my foundation with a powder, and now I'm just going back in to blend in my setting powder. So this is actually for me a light application of everything. I really didn't put a lot of concealer underneath my eyes, and I didn't put it as bright as I would for my, I guess, girly look. I just wanted to make sure that I concealed the dark spots underneath my eyes, not necessarily highlight that area. These are lip products that are new to my collection. They're by Revlon, and they are a matte application. And I think one of them is a lip gloss, and then one of them is an actual lipstick, liquid lipstick. So this is the overall look for today. Hope you all enjoyed.